Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for City Skylines. For those of you that don't have access to the workshop, you'll be stuck with using the vanilla maps that come free with the game. But what is the best map to use? And can you really decide from just the thumbnail? Today we'll look at 3 of the vanilla maps and hopefully help you choose the right one for your next city build. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to part 3 of a 4-part What Map special looking at the vanilla maps within the game. We've already had a look at the temperate and tropical maps, and today we're going to have a look at the Boreal maps. What is Boreal? Well, it's Northern Hemisphere basically. Scandinavia, Russia, Canada, all that kind of thing. Lots of coniferous trees. And the first one we're going to have a look at is Green Plains. If anything, this is my favourite of the 3 today. There's your resources all in the 25 square tile because we're looking at vanilla. It's kind of splodged down without too much thought given to them, I think, there. Now the roads. Well, the roads aren't going to be outstanding. These are vanilla maps. These are produced without too much care and attention, I would say, just to get it out for us to play on in the game. When we open it up, get it out of the packaging, and this is what we have. We come down to our first intersection here. We could go straight on, but I'm choosing to take a right here, because this will take us down towards the start square. A bit of a bump in the road there. And then it's quite a nice view here. You can see the bridges that we're heading up towards, and the bridges aren't too bad either. Once again, vanilla maps, I think, are produced by maybe a handful of different creators, and some are more skilled than others. None of them are outstandingly skilled, but this is okay. It's, once again, it's not fantastic, but it's okay. And we come along to this second bridge here, and this isn't too bad either, to be honest. I mean, it's not a lie. If this was a custom map, I would be complaining a lot about that. But in terms of vanilla bridges, it's all right. I've seen worse, and this one as well. It doesn't need to be raised quite that much on this side. We can sort of like slowly increase the gradient, but that's okay. Comes off the river there, and it's all right. So we'll give that a point for that, I think. And then we have got, yeah, this is it. This is the one. This is the start square. Now, honestly, how much room do you need? Because there is plenty there. If anything, that is the largest build plane of any map that I've seen in a long time. Highly recommended that you message me instantly. There you go, somebody's messaging me on my phone. Can't be that important. We'll carry on, and then off into the fog. Now what do we do next? We'll have a look at the rail. Now the rail, it could be straighter, but honestly it's quite nice. It's quite nicely done, and this is very nice. I'm loving the loop-de-loop here to get up onto the bridge. That's very well done, and a nice smooth slope up onto the bridge. Come off of the bridge and it just joins into the hills seamlessly. That was good work. And then we go around past the lake. We'll have a look at the lake a bit later. And we've got another loop-de-loop here. This is very nice. That train's just going straight on. We'll just ignore it. And then if we head off this way, this heads off towards the start square, which is about here. Yeah. So if you expand out this way from, yeah, you can get into the rail on your second square, which is pretty good. I'm not so keen on that loop-de-loop. Nicely gets over the other rail though. And then what have we got? Oh, the rivers and stuff. Now, we're going upstream from here. We're right at the bottom of the river flow. Obviously, the vanilla maps, pretty good water flow in all of them, to be fair. And we head upstream. There's some nice detailing there with the rocks. And yeah, we'll go this way. So this is all going upstream. Anything up here is going to be flowing down towards the city. What else have we got? Oh, this lake. Now, I like this lake. I think it's a good shape. I think it's large, but it's not too large. Definitely like that. I love the terraforming on that. big marks from me for the for that lake. What have we got going on here? Just see if there's anything up here worth having a look at. No, just heading up. Now, the mountains, I'm loving the shapes of the mountains. The ridges are really good. And even the terraforming of the land along the... Yeah, these are nice. You can work with these. You can actually build into them. And look, the texturing on this riverbank. It's very nice indeed. And this, like almost like a dried river bit. I like this. Just tiny little, simple little details that you don't really give any thought to. Look at the texturing of the land there. It's not smooth. It's just slightly bumpy. And I like that. It feels like you think it would feel like. Yeah, it's another nice looking hill again. Look at the texturing there. Beautifully done. Very happy with that. So that's Green Plains. That's the first of our 3 Boreal maps. What have we got next? Ah, Blackwoods. Now this one, lots more waterways. Lots more waterways. And there, once again, random splodges of colour for the resources. No real thought given to that. Now what have we got? We've got more conifers, both sides of the road. We'd expect that for Blackwoods, wouldn't you? Here's our first intersection. We'll just go straight over that one and have a look at this bridge. Bridge is... Do you know what? That's a really nice... It's slightly glumpy coming in, but not too bad at all. Definitely glumpy coming out. And now we're elevated highway. And it's glumpy all the way down here. Oh, okay. It's a shame. Could have been a bit better. Some nice detailing of the old logs on the ground there. And we come down off of the bridge, that's very nice, to the start square. Let's have a look at the start square. Less room to build in the first map, although once again you can head back on the other side of the highway. There's room there. That's alright, there's loads of waterways in this map. Loads of them. And then heading down towards the intersection. What shall we do here? Now this one, it's a diamond cloverleaf. Personally, I hate these ones. I hate them. It just doesn't feel organic at all. It's just like, I don't know. Not a fan of the diamond cloverleaf. Okay, we'll just leave it at that, shall we? This, however, this is a nice looking area. Liking this. Going through the swaths of the forests and off into the fog. And down with the rail. What have we got going on with the rail? Well, not too much really. We'll cutting through the forests again. I'm sure we're going to join up with something in a minute. Yeah, alongside the highway. So we're now heading towards Start Square, I'd imagine. Maybe, possibly. Over the ridge, and there's the bridge. That's a perfectly fine bridge. Very happy with that one. And then up and over the road, because that's what we do. It's too steep. Too steep. But as we come off, that's not too bad. It's see where they try to join that into the hill. It just looks a little bit awkward, to be honest with you. And then down towards the next river. And that bridge is fine. It's fine. And this one, this is fine as well. Come off the other side. Yeah, there's your start square. So we're not too far from it. Not a million miles away from the start square. So you can get onto the rail almost immediately. Jump over this highway. And then we've got this triangular junction. Shall we go this way? Let's have a look at this. So it looks a little bit low, that bridge, but it's fine actually. It's fine. A little bit steep on either side as usual, as you'd expect. And then up the hill. I'm not so keen on these stones for detailing, to be honest with you. And then alongside of the river, not so keen on the river banks there either. And now let's have a look at some of this terraforming. So it's a bit lumpy there. It doesn't feel that real to me there. And the riverbanks, I don't know, I'm not really sold on the riverbanks on this one. I don't know what the difference between this one, I think maybe because the trees go right to the edge. I think that could be it in some of those locations. The forests look really good, by the way. The forests look very, very good. Don't like that canyon at all. And let's have a look at this hill. This hill's nice. This hill's proper rugged, lumpy. Very nice, like that. And the detailing going up it as well. Good texturing. That's pretty nice. So that's Blackwoods Vanilla Boreal. And now we'll move on to our final map of the day. And this is River Run. Now this is my first map that I used with City Skylines. And do you know what? I've got fond memories of this. I chose it, and this has got an extra double bonus really, which we'll see in a minute with the start square. We'll see that in a minute. First of all, let's take this intersection and head off this way. Now, something nice about this map, but definitely not the diamond. Oh, look how low that is. Oh, it's only glitching. There's no glitching. They got away with that one. God blimey. But yes, it's like a squished diamond intersection. There's not much room to build out that way anyway. This is what I wanted to have a look at, right? Not that much room to build out that way. Look how tight that is. That just doesn't feel good to me. Anyway, we'll squirrel along this way. And like I say, it's not so forested, this one. Well, the last one, Blackwoods, you'd expect it to be forested. This one, it's all about the river. It's all about the river. And then, yeah, we're talking about these bridges, these vanilla bridges. Sometimes you get crap ones. This is a crap one. Okay. No, even on this side, see how it exits and you have to climb the hill straight off of the bridge. Oh my lifey. Okay. And it's very wide here as well. Look how wide this road is. Obviously a different map creator from the first two. But there you are. Let's just start square there. Now look how close those two are together. You know, very, very interested in joining those two together with a bridge across the middle. That's certainly how I got started with the game. And then I ran out of money because I was playing back in the days. Back in the days, proper vanilla. You know. Oh, we got some woods out here. See, this is nice. Boreal forests always look really, really good. And now we'll follow the rail. Just see where this leads us to. If there's anything about this map that we can point at and go, do you know what? That's the best thing in this map. But I think the best thing in this map is the fact that you've got the two potential start squares. Well, one start square with two entrances into it. That adds a lot of interest. You don't see that in any of the other maps. Well, not that we've looked at so far anyway. Anyway, I'm not too keen on that junction. We come down and this is a similar junction. Just feels a bit forced, I think. Past some ruins there. Like you need ruins. On these maps, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then off towards the fog again. Right, let's have a look at the terraforming. It's pretty flat. Once again, not perfectly flat, and that's fine. Because you can build in this, it's not gonna, it just causes you to think a little bit when you're building, if you're having to consider the terrain. You know, perfectly flat land is all well and good. Oh look, oh yes, the water network, it's kind of all over the place. I'm not going to show you the water flow. It flows, okay, but yeah, it's very difficult to actually pin yourself down on these rivers. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm loving that island in the middle there of that bridge, and this waterfall. This is probably your highlight of the map. Look at that. Very nicely designed. So that's River Run, Vanilla Boreal, and that's pretty much all I can say about these three maps. I think my preference is definitely with the Green Plains at the beginning. Although Blackwoods had a very, very nice forest involved, and the River Run, you've got that start square with two possible locations to jump into. But that's it for me. Don't forget to join me for proper What Map, Monday to Saturday, where we look at those built by custom map makers, and also Skylines Talk, where I interview people. It's pretty cool. See you then. Thanks for watching.